Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker. In the last episode, we did a lot of auctioning. We spent a lot of money in the last episode. And in today's episode, we're probably going to end up spending more money. You'll understand what I mean when we get to that point. But first thing we're going to be doing is we're going to be talking to this guy. Let's go ahead and talk to this guy. Nobody understands how I feel. Do me a favor, beat it! What a jerk. How did he manage that? Runner in my nose. But I guess he is an alright guy. Talk to him again. He says, "You pesky little brat, nobody understands how I feel. Do you hear me? Nobody! Not you, not anybody." Wait. Are you trying to tell me you do understand how I feel? Completely. Oh, really? Then how about a little test to see if you really do? I want you to take a pictograph, the first perfectly round pale thing that you can think of, and show it to me. If you show me that thing exactly the same as my favorite thing, then you win, and I'll acknowledge that you understand my inner workings, my heart, and my mind. It's quite simple, little riddle, isn't it? Now quickly, bring me the pictograph. We took this picture already. Perfect round pale thing. That's the moon. So let's go ahead and show him that. Oh, that's right. That certainly is the pictograph I'm looking for. The correct answer is exactly what you've shown me, the full moon. Unrequited love that has twisted me up inside, but I still find peace when I gaze at a timeless moon. In all of her phases, I particularly love gazing at the full moon. I know I've caused you a lot of trouble, but thanks. I really mean it. I want you to have this for all your efforts, just a little reward for easing the pain in this troubled heart. So he gives us a treasure chart. So there we go. That's what we needed the moon pictograph for. This surprise supposedly has a spot on it that marks the same sunken treasure lies. Don't have a boat, and I can't leave this island to go look for it anyway. Tonight I'll be asking the nice guy to help you find the treasures. Best of luck. Okay, so that's what we needed for the pictograph, and while I'm at it, I'm not going to go take a picture of the wall. I'm going to go ahead and erase this because, well, no point to it. Now, what I really want to do now is simply, I want to go and take a picture of somebody. We'll come over here and talk to this lady. You remember this lady. We had to take a picture of her and that guy looking at each other for the test for the pictograph. Let's go ahead and talk to her. What do you think of my outfit? You don't see the clothes like this every often, do you? Aren't they so cute? A friend of mine who lives on outside island sent this outfit to me. She's an amazing girl. She can put jars on her head and walk around like it's nothing at all. You have to see it to believe it. Let's go ahead and talk to her again. It had something on my mind ever since a pictographer who lives in the red brick building told me my fortune. He told me that if I send a beautiful pictograph of myself to one who has captured my heart, true love will blossom in return. So I couldn't help but notice that you have a pictobox of your own, don't you? Do you think you could take a pictograph of me and to the apple of my eye? Maybe he'll notice my affections. Leave it to me! Really? How splendid. Be sure to get my good side. Oh, I want to show off this outfit, so don't just take a pictograph of my face. Could you be sure to get my whole body in the pictograph? Okay, so she's going to ask us to take a pictograph of her. So let's go ahead and take a pictograph of her. Let's get her whole body in here. There we go. I got the kid's head in the picture, but it works. It works. But the apple of her eye. If you guys remember the test that we had to take to get the deluxe pictograph, there was a certain individual that we had to go to. This guy right here. Let's go ahead and talk to him. It says there's certain someone that I have had my eye on later, but I don't know her name. But boy, oh boy, whenever I think about her, my heart just flutters in my chest. I've never felt anything like this before. You think I'm catching a cold, buddy? Let's go ahead and show him a picture of her. Oh, pictograph, hey, buddy? Ah, this girl. Actually, buddy, this is the girl I've had my eye on lately. Wow, she really is pretty. I mean, just seeing her in this pictograph reminds me how gorgeous that girl is. But no, I'll never be happy with just a mere pictograph. Never. That's it. I made my decision. I'm going to get that girl to go out with me. It's gotta be done, buddy. I've got it. Maybe I'll invite her to join me in the cafe bar for coffee, of course. So, what's her name anyway? Do you think she's nice? Does she already have a steady fellow? Oh, I'm so nervous. So, now that we've done this, we're just going to have to wait. So, right now, we're going to go ahead and talk to Not talk to you, Mr. Dude. I've already talked to you. I've already completed practically this quest already. But what we're going to do is we're going to talk to this lady again. She's going to simply say, maybe he'll come tomorrow. So we're going to have to wait till tomorrow before we get any progress. Now that I've come to think of it, let's go and stop and see Miss Mary for a little bit. Now that we've collected a lot of joy pendants, let's go ahead and talk to her. It says, what can you come find day? We need to talk. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Now let's go ahead and show her the joy pendants that we've collected. Let's go ahead and show her some. My dear, that's a joy pendant. Tell you the truth, I love jewelry above all else. And that, what is extremely rare and hard to find in the economy, it's the hottest thing around, dear. Oh my, yes, I'll happily take a single one. From you? No, I insist only one. I'll tell you the truth, I'd actually like about 20 of them. That would probably happen in the wildest of dreams. I know I've been a teacher here for a long time. It's tough to put one past me, but that being said, I'm pretty sure I know who put you up to this, dear. It's little sweeties. I'm so joyful. It's the best birthday present I could ask for. I suppose I ought to thank you. Close your eyes, dear. So she'll give us a red rupee for sending her one. So we got 20 rupees. Alright, so now let's go ahead and show her 20. When we show her 20, she'll give us something. She'll take 20 and she gives us a special item. This is the Cabana deed. We are going to be needing this for the Triforce quest at the very end of the game. I mentioned that we are going to be taking a quest at the end of the game to collect the Triforce shards. This is a requirement for one of them. We're going to get them later. Da-da-dum! You see, although I am a mere teacher, I own my very own cabana in a tropical oasis down south. But lately, I haven't made use of it at all, so you can have it. Oh, it's all right, dear. I can't stop gaping in amazement now. You now have your own deed. That cabana is all yours. You own it. So whatever you do, don't lose that piece of paper. I'm getting in an age where sea travel hasn't exactly agreed to me as of late, so now I can stay here and relax as I continue to work with the children. Just so you know, that you'll find the place southeast of here. It's a tiny, lonely little island near the Triangle Isles. From now on, it's your own little bachelor pad. Good luck finding it. One more thing, don't tell anybody, dear. We've already visited this place. If we come over here and look at the map real quick. We've already visited this place. Not this island, the private oasis. We've already been here before. So now we own it. Now that we've done that. Now let's go ahead and show her 40 more of these. So now she's gonna take 40 of these. Whenever she takes 40, whopping 63 joy pendants. She is going to give us something that's different than the standard version. In the standard version, she would have given us something called the Hero's Charm. Fortunately, that's not to be in the HD version. She gives us a treasure chart. The Hero's Charm is an item we'll be getting later. The Hero's Charm is in this game. It's just moved. But we'll get into that later. But now we have another treasure chart to add to our collection. So there we go. Now she takes all our joy pendants. And if we give her any more, I do believe she gives us rupees. So if we get any more joy pendants, it's a quick way to get more rupees. So now that that's done, now I want to go and take a little trip up this way. Because we're going to go and visit the backside of the auction house. This is the upper floor of the auction house. We're going to take a visit here. On the upper floor, we are greeted with that old man from earlier, and he looks like he is being very, rich now. You there, halt! Oh, you're just a wretched street urchin. I thought you were a postman. Be thankful, because if you were the postman, I would have shooed you away out of here before you could say boo. But say, you look rather familiar for a street urchin. Have we perhaps met somewhere before? Yeah, you kept annoying me. He's just turned into a jerk, hasn't he? What? Whatever you mean. You don't mean my daughter, do you? Because my daughter has already been rescued from the Forsaken Fortress. She even reunited with a huge load of lovely, glittering, delicious treasure. Thanks to her little urchin, I had become filthy rich overnight, and I mean filthy. Why, there isn't a girl in the world who isn't as good as as my Maggie. Not have been able to help me, there's been no harm done. I'm sure you'll accomplish something in life someday. In the meanwhile, my daughter has blossomed in quite a little beauty. Run along, go spend some time with her. Yeah! Okay, before we go and talk with Miss Maggie, we're going to show him something. We're going to show him these skull necklaces that we got from the Moblins. Let's go ahead and show him 20 of these things. Yeah, this is one of the skull necklaces from my daughter Maggie brought back from the Forsaken Fortress. It's quite well in antique shops. In fact, it's all thanks to these beauties that I became filthy rich overnight. Yeah, from the looks of it, I'd say you have about 20 of these things, don't you? They aren't even easy to come by either. Frankly, I'm amazed you found so many. Yeah. I'll be bathing in money yet again. The money bath. The only bath that gets you filthy rich. Alright, boy. I'll give you this as a tip. Now, I'm thanking you for I'm not thanking you or anything. I'm just feeling good today. So, for giving him 20 of these things, he gives us a treasure chart. So, there you go. It says, once quite poor myself, you know. Back then, I used to dream of owning a boat that could be used to go off to search for treasure. Now, look at my filthy riches. Chase your dreams, little urchin. Yeah. Okay. You can give him more of these things, and he gives you rupees. I want to save 3 of these things, so I'm not going to give it to him just yet. Because 3 of these things we need later. Well, actually, probably at the end of this episode. But let's go ahead and talk to Miss Maggie. Oh, to think that I would survive my ordeal to return to this town. And to think I would ever be able to live in such a beautiful, opulent house. It's like a dream come true. But no, it's a nightmare. Without him by my side, it's like a rainstorm rages in my heart. He was so kind to me at Forsaken Fortress, that sweet boy who gave me all those expensive necklaces when I fled out the cursed island. Just hearing his name lifts my spirits. Mo, the wonderful Moblin from Forsaken Fortress. Yeah, this is weird, guys. Oh, Mo, why, Mo? I'm always writing heart-filled letters filled with my overflowing emotions. Why don't you answer me, Mo? Ugh. This is bad. Oh, terribly bad. I've already drifted in my own dream world. Oh, by the way, I have a request for you. Could you take this letter I have just finished inking to deliver to the post box for me? Please, I beg of you. Sure. What? Really? You're such a dear. You've made Maggie so happy. So now she's going to ask us to deliver this letter. It's a letter from Maggie to her sweetie. Keep it in your delivery bag. The post box, don't you dare forget. But you must promise not to read it. The secrets of a girl's hearts are to be shared only when she so desires. Yeah, she's in love with a Moblin. It's weird. I know. But anyways, we're going to go and deliver this letter real quick. And while we're out and about, I'm going to go use those skull necklaces that I just told you about. I was going to save 3 of those. We're going to actually go use those. Because we need to actually go ahead and do so. But what we're going to do is we're going to simply come back all the way over here. This episode might be a little bit longer than normal, and I do apologize for that. I'm trying to get all the side quests done because I don't want to be stuck in Windfall for 4 episodes, please. But as you guys can see, that guy that owns the auction house is now here again. He'll tell you the story of how he got poor. But it looks like there's somebody in the mailbox for us already. So let's go ahead and let's go ahead and look and see what's in the mailbox. Good morning. Letters for Link. We have 1 letter. Here's your letter. Okay, what's the letter here? It says, how have you been, big brother? Here's oh, it's Ariel. I'm here on the pirate ship writing you this letter. Isn't that neat? At first, I was really scared, but they're actually nice for pirates, I mean. Mr. Gonzo is a really big guy, but ever since Miss Tetra left, he's been crying like a baby. It's kind of funny, but sort of sad, too. Nudge is a little strange, but nice, too. So is Senza. His beard makes him look pretty mean, but he tells really cool stories when he gets in the right mood. Zuko's kind of weird, but Mako's pretty quiet. Mako immediately gets mad whenever I try to take his glasses. I mean, so I do that a lot. As usual, Nico's always fooling around. He won't take anything seriously. Actually, he seems sad not to have you around anymore. Were you guys good friends? I helped them out with all their chores, and they actually paid me a little bit for it. So I'm sending the money to you. Please use it, big brother. I'll loan you my telescope for a little longer, so you have to return it to me eventually, okay? I'm doing fine, so don't worry. I'll take care of myself. So be sure to take good care of yourself, too. Good luck, Ariel. So, Ariel will send us a red rupee. So now we have 20 more rupees. Let's go ahead and send this letter. I love the little perfume comes out of it. Kerchunk, whiff! It's postage near Dragon Roost Island. Postage is only 5 rupees. Will you wish to send this now? Yeah, sure. Parcel has been... Yeah, okay. So now we've sent off the letter. Now, for the skull necklaces, we need to talk to this guy. He'll ask you something about a pig. Like he's got a bunch of pigs around the island. Show him 3 of these skull necklaces. Says, oh, chum, that's a skull necklace. I collect these things, but how do you know that? I can sell them for huge profit at an antique store. Which reminds me, that's something I want to talk to you about, chum. Could you give me 3 of these? If you do, I'll let you play a fun game. Sure. Thanks, chum. I'll happily take them off your hands. Alright, now I'll let you go play with my little game. It's called Piggy Sitting. I let 3 pigs loose on the island. You have to bring them all back within 2 minutes. If you do a good job, I'll reward you for trouble. Are you ready, chum? Absolutely. Now bring them with me in 2 minutes. Starting now. Ready? Go! So now we have 2 minutes to get the pigs. Now in the standard version, he would have given you a different reward. He would have given you about a couple rupees. In the HD version, this is actually required to get a bunch of... this is what we're doing right now. We're actually going to get a treasure chart out of the way. So what we need to do is we need to go capture the pigs that are across the island. I don't know where the other pig is. There he is. They're really not that far. They're always in the same spot. So don't worry too much about it. But what we need to do is we need to set the pigs down in front of them, and we have 2 minutes to get them all. They're always in the same spot. But like I said, in the standard version, you would have gotten rupees out of this. In the HD version, they added that you got a treasure chart instead. I don't know why they made this one of all things a treasure chart, but I guess I had to fill out a couple things because they did change a lot in the HD version. But there you go. Did it all within 2 minutes. Alright, I promise is a promise. I'll give you a little reward, don't I? Alright, hold out your hand, chum. Okay, so it'll give us a treasure chart for doing so. So now we have another treasure chart to add to our collection. Still, Christ, how do my little piggies lose like that? Must be out of shape or something. Time for exercise regimen. Things won't go easy for you next time. So you can play this as many times as you want. You have to give them 3 skull necklaces every time you want to play. And I do believe after a while you can actually get rupees out of it every time you win. So now what we need to do is we need to go and return back to Maggie. And actually... Nope, there was nothing in there. Okay. I always check the jars because they always have like 5 rubies or something like that, and I want to get them. So now, let's go back into the auction house and talk to Maggie. Now that we've delivered that letter. Uh-oh. Looks like a postman tried to deliver a letter. Honestly, you just don't understand, do you? Open your ears. Silence! I'm telling you, we don't allow postmen here. Begone! Begone! Don't be ridiculous. I went through all the trials and tribulations to go all the way through the Forsaken Fortress to return with Mo's letter. Silence! Begone! Begone! Then please, be reasonable. Can you at least sign for the letter? Silence! Begone! Begone! Just acknowledge I was here. Silence! Begone! Begone! Ugh, foolish man. Now you've made me angry. I can't even look at you in the face any longer. I fear I must go somewhere to cool my feathers. And so the postman goes off. What a wretched, unruly postman. I don't know anything about Mr. Mo from any Forsaken Fortress, and yet he always comes here bringing his letters. Does this Mo think I'll let him lay a hand on my one and only daughter Maggie? I don't care whose letters they are. They'll never reach her on my watch. Alright, well, I'm actually going to go ahead and show him the rest of my skull necklaces because I do want money. So, one thing is he'll give me 40 for 6. Keep picking them up, you little urchin. The thing is, though, he's a real jerk about it and throws them. If I want to get him, I have to go jump down here and get it. Ugh. Oh, my other rupee. It actually fades away, too, and that's what really sucks about it. He's really jerkish about that. He'll throw the rupees anywhere. He just doesn't give it to you like a normal person. He just throws them. Rich people, I swear. But now we need to actually go to the cafe. But before I go to the cafe, if you guys remember, they had one quest about the 2 lovebirds that got hooked up together. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to change it to the next day real quick. So that way I can kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Quite literally. That was kind of mean. Kill 2 birds with 1 stone. I meant to say I don't mean kill 2 Rito people with 1 stone. That's mean. I don't mean it that way. I just now really thought about that. Because we're about ready to go talk to a Rito postman. But anyways, let's go inside the cafe here. Once we come inside the cafe here, we can talk to the Rito postman right there. But we're actually going to talk to these people real quick. The 2 of us are going to start dating. Don't we make a delightful couple? I'm so happy. That's why I want to share some of their happiness with you. And as a result, she gives us our final piece of heart for another heart container. So now we have another heart. Take good care of it. Okay, so there we go. That's how you got that. You get a piece of heart out of doing that side quest. It's really easy, too. Let's go ahead and talk to this guy. He says, oh, it's you. I'm sorry you had to witness me fly off the handle like that over Maggie's house. Most embarrassed. That man, just never mind. To tell you the truth, though, I came to deliver the letter addressed to Maggie from a moblin named Mo, but as you saw, the girl's stubborn father won't permit me to give it to her. What a stubborn, meddling old man. Refusing to accept letters from a postman? Who's ever heard such nonsense? So I went to the trouble to go all the way to the Forsaken Fortress, and it was the most frightening ordeal, let me tell you. If I don't deliver this letter, I'm a failure to the delivery trade. But I have no other deliveries waiting for me to be made. I cannot mope here forever. Actually, though, I have an idea. That old fool may not permit postmen on his premises, but surely he would allow you in his place, would he not? Yeah, sure, because I gave him a lot of money. Could you deliver this letter to Maggie, my steed? What do you say? Yeah. Honestly, you, young man, are a lifesaver. Truly never hurts to ask. I shall leave this letter in your care. So he'll give us a letter from the Moblin. It kind of has a sort of sting to it. I'm counting on you to put this in Maggie's hands, and I thank you. Alright, so now we have to return back to Maggie's house to deliver the letter. I know we're doing a lot of stuff, and it's like, whenever you get to this point in the game, a lot of stuff is available in Windfall Island you didn't think was there. But we're going to get it all done. We're not going to get, like, everything truly 100% in Windfall done, but we're going to get a majority of it done. Also, I mentioned in the last episode that Gummy was hard to find. He's actually right there. I was being dumb. You can actually find him right there. I just now realized that. Gummy was one of those guys that I said was pretty hard to catch his pictograph. He was actually right there. But anyways, let's go ahead and go to Maggie here. Let's go to our delivery bag. Put the moblin letter inside. Alright, let's go ahead and show her. Could it be the letter from Mo that I saw in my dreams? Let me read it this instant. This is Mo. I like you, Maggie, so much that I want to eat you for dinner. Did you hear that? Those words. This means, it just mean, can it be? Is this a marriage proposal? Lady, you have the weirdest sense of marriage proposal ever. It must be at last my feelings have been conveyed to Mo. At last he understands how I feel. I'm happiest day of my life. True-dee-doo-dee-da-la-la. From now on, today will be our anniversary of true love from me and Mo. This has completely slipped my mind. I must thank you for your role in this. I commemorate my anniversary of true love. I give you this. So she gives us a piece of heart for doing all this whole entire thing. So now we have started another heart container. True-dee-loo-ho. Treasure it always. So now we're officially done with this. So now we can go ahead and finish up the rest of the stuff we need to do in Windfall. There's actually a couple more things we need to do.